Hello.
Hello. There's only three of us right now. Sorry.
Yes. So
It's just three of us.
I know. Hi, people.
we are. Sorry, I'm getting a thing about ads that I need to turn off.
We're limping right along, yo.
Yep, we're moving right along. So Christina's on vacation this week. Doc and Steph are both running late. Steph for sure should be joining us shortly. Doc will likely be here shortly, but unclear. So that's where we're at today. Let me move my camera.
Hello.
We could play.
Hi.
Wait, can you guys
see
see us? Yes.
We are live.
Okay, good. Hi. Hi, Susie. Hi, everybody, but Susie said
Hello,
hi, lovely
everyone.
hags, which was particularly addressed to us.
I'm trying something different. I'm doing YouTube on my other screen as opposed to on my phone this time.
Well,
Can you guys hear us all okay?
Yeah, can you guys hear?
Can you hear us?
Because we were playing around with our microphones. Please let us know if you cannot.
We are voting on Billboard.
We are.
We are definitely voting on Billboard. We talk about it in our streaming and voting channel all the time. Yep.
Did we say all the time? Because it's all the time.
You know what's great about that, though? That there appears to be some healthy competition going on. You know?
Yep.
True.
And there's nothing quite like some healthy competition to get people fired up, right?
Yep, that's true.
True.
All right.
Let me mute myself for 1 sec.
That's fine. She's got to yell at Alexa. Hang on.
She's yelling at Alexa.
There's a
She doesn't
particular.
want
I
us
am
to
yelling
know.
at Alexa.
There's a particular turning around and sticking up with it, not now, Alexa.
Shut up! Shut up already.
I was yelling at Alexa, yes.
It's fine.
How did we know? How did we know?
How did we know? All right, let me get up the agenda. Sorry, guys, we're, as usual,
All right,
a hot
let's
mess.
see.
It's the usual shit show.
Yes, we are going to do things slightly differently, just very slightly today, because a lot has been happening in the last couple of days, and there was something that we wanted to just talk about right off the jump and kind of get it done. And that is everything that went down in South Korea over the past couple of days, which I'm sure you are all aware of. It was pretty hard to miss.
Yep.
It was
Nope.
everywhere.
Pretty hard to miss. Yeah. So when we first started hearing about it, we just found a good resource for live updates, posted it in our server, and we told everybody to keep checking that. And we updated as we could. So really quick rundown. Obviously, it was I guess the night before last. The night before last, when you have to factor in time zones too. The night before last, the president in South Korea randomly decided to declare martial law because he didn't like the way that people were voting in their parliament. Essentially is what it boils down to.
Around it was a budget issue, right?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. There was a lot of things. It was clearly something that had been building, tension had been building because the parliament is the opposition party has a majority in their parliament to the party that the president belongs to. Those of us who live in the United States, we're familiar with this phenomenon. It happens sometimes here as well. And it can make lawmaking very difficult. And so that is what happened essentially. And of course, the rest of the government responded pretty much immediately. And they decided to try and meet. But the president had already called in the military, and they were trying to block off the Parliament Assembly building. And so the members of Parliament had to negotiate their way in. But eventually they got enough people in there. And
unfortunately, what
down.
happens when you put all of your adult men through military training is that they're not scared of other military people who are potentially blocking the parliament.
Exactly.
We saw a lot of footage of civilians being like, yo, man, no,
like,
you're just not going to do this.
Yeah, like, let me in.
Saw members of parliament scaling fences and walls to get inside the building. Because, they've been trained to do it.
Yeah, like
they've been trained to do it.
Anyway, sorry, keep going.
So yeah, they got in there. They got enough people. They got a vote. It was a unanimous vote, by the way, to overturn that martial law.
When they vote for something unanimously, it's either they're actually all in agreement or they're incredibly trying to screw you over. Like,
yeah,
it's very weird when something is unanimous. And then the president was
very rare.
Yeah, and that was within 3 hours of him putting the martial law into place. Less than 3 hours later, they said no. And I think it was a couple of hours after that he actually did lift it because.
Yeah, I guess Doc was saying so the parliament can vote to say to lift it, but then the president actually has to put the order in. And he was like, oh, well, I can't because my whole cabinet's asleep right now. And apparently 8 minutes later, they're like, we're up, it's over.
Yeah, we're up. It's done. We're here.
We're all awake. We're going to do it
coffee.
now.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the aftermath of that, there was obviously a lot of protesters on the street. There were a lot of angry people in the street. But as far as we know, we didn't hear about any actual violence or anything like that. Anybody getting hurt, which is amazing. And let's all be super grateful for that. While some of it may have looked heated, it remained pretty much peaceful. So, we're grateful for that. A lot of people, of course, came into the situation worrying about the angle that we all come from it with, which is BTS. And so, that's why we always encourage you guys to check your facts. Go directly to trusted sources and just keep an eye on things, because it was a situation that was unfolding literally minute by minute. Yeah. And, we felt pretty strongly from the start that it was something that wasn't like an outside threat. It was clearly something internal that they were dealing with. And so probably things were going to be okay. And we're happy that everybody in the server, just listened and absorbed, and we didn't have any fear mongering, which is great. That's the worst thing, is when people start to panic and then they make other people panic. So we were very grateful for our community for keeping a level head and just wanting to stick to the facts in that situation. It's of course still ongoing. I can't even remember his name. I know his last name is Yoon.
Yeah, I don't know his first name.
His last name is Yoon because you see Yoon here, Yoon there in all the news.
Yoon.
I don't remember the name.
Probably, this is of course subject to whatever, but probably not going to be their president for much longer. It feels like he committed career,
unalive.
Yeah.
Career.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically he's gonna be yeeted soon.
Yeah, it could just whether his own members of his own party and his own cabinet were like, no.
Yeet Yoon.
What we're not going to do is what you're doing right now.
But martial law it's not a thing. It was only a thing for a few hours. And so everything seems to be going back towards normal as far as that goes. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming days with their president and parliament. I was watching a few things and I kind of got the consensus of some people that they think that the majority leader of the opposing party seems to be a pretty good candidate for a replacement at this point. Well, I don't know how true that is.
I'm trying to figure out how it works, because we were talking about this in our admin meeting yesterday. So they say president, but then they call their legislature parliament. No, it's Doc.
Parliament.
Hold on. They call their legislature parliament, but it seems to be more like a congressional system that they call parliament. It
seems to work more like a congressional body. So it feels like a mix of things. Hey,
Yeah,
Doc.
well, the reason I bring it up is so in a parliamentary system, they can basically at any point dissolve the parliament, recall the prime minister, and
Yes.
start over again.
They
Whereas
have
in a
a
presidential system, you
lunar-
only have an election every so many years, and getting the president out is like you have to impeach them,
Somebody
and it's a
look
big
this up.
process.
They have a unicameral assembly.
Unicameral. From what I read,
Unicameral.
their president is like our president in that they have an election every so many years. I
Yes.
think they have a 7-year term, and his term started
And they have
in
a checks and balances
2022.
system.
Or maybe it was a 5 or 6. Anyway, his term isn't up for several more years, so I don't know what options they have if they wanted to take him out. But I am sure that people are looking into it because I think we read that the largest trade union in Korea was basically saying that they were going to go on strike until this man was out. So they are.
And this trade union has over 1 million members.
Thank you, Ribbon. Yeah, 5-year term.
Great.
It started in 2022, so it's not over until 2027. Theoretically, but there's options. As you know, this I said it in the server. The system is working as intended. Somebody did something.
So we just have to wait and see how it
power,
unfolds. But
and
let's be grateful that they seem to have a pretty good. They have a pretty good basis for democracy working out.
Yes,
over
the
there.
rules are a little bit different, but
they were on it, man.
No.
They
got it done. They got it done, and they voted.
Yeah, it made me honestly feel. Nope, I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, no. Yes, nope. But
never mind.
So yeah, Falco Corvus. It's more like our Congress in that it's not like a parliament where they can dissolve at any point and start over like that. But they call themselves a parliament. So anyway, everybody's fine.
Yes, Teresa,
everything's
that's what we're all
fine,
about here, learning and growing.
Except for this man who, maybe doesn't deserve to be in his seat anymore if this is how he's going to use it.
It feels like something you shouldn't just do on a whim.
It feels,
Yeah.
We were also in our admin meeting trying to look up something about high earnings, and I was like, oh, it's bad. No, we should not be looking at the Korean stock market today. Bad things happened.
It's not a good idea.
Nope.
So yeah, many people very upset, as they should be, because that's really not something you should mess around with.
So above all, let's just remember to be respectful.
Yes.
When we're talking about this stuff, because which we normally are, and people in our community normally are, but let's continue to be respectful and remember that yes, we care about BTS, and a lot of people care about BTS, but they're not the only people who live in that country.
Correct.
So it's not all about them.
Yes. There's a little bit more around the whole thing.
Yeah. There's other things happening.
There's other things going on.
Yeah.
More people? What?
More people? Huh?
There's more than 7 people in Korea. There's more than 7?
Well, and we actually had 2 people from the project in Korea visiting, and I think they left yesterday, didn't they? Yeah, what a great day to travel.
Yes. Yeah. Literally got on a plane that day,
this whole
and
thing
as
is
they
going
were
down.
leaving, the stuff was happening, and we were like, "Well, I guess you picked a good time to leave."
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, that was BB and Morgan.
Somebody was in the comments earlier saying that they're there right now. They're in Korea right now.
Yeah, I didn't know if she was saying that she lives there or she was visiting. It was a name I didn't
If
recognize
she's still
as
here,
much.
she can feel free to clarify.
Yes, feel free if you're still here. Anyway, that was it. That was it. Everybody's fine.
Yeah, so
we're all grateful.
Yes. And of course, if anything really important develops in the situation, you'll probably see us talking about it when we have good sources to do so with. So we're glad that you guys feel comfortable coming to us. We didn't know that we were going to become a Korean news outlet. But here we are.
Since when did this happen?
Here we are.
What it is.
It can be hard to find people to trust out there,
Who
Who
knew
knew that the news outlets would need additional people to provide logic and reason?
Look at us.
When you're dealing with a country that doesn't speak the same language as you, first and foremost, you have to find something to filter it through that you trust.
True that.
So yeah.
I mean,
that's all we wanted to say about that, I guess, unless anybody else has anything.
We just wanted to know their names, and we ended up knowing about geopolitics of international geopolitics. It's like that's what's happening here.
This is just how things go sometimes.
Look, honestly, This is why hobbies are fun, because we learn about geopolitical crises and how the Korean democracy works, and we learn about finances, and we learn about legal things and First Amendment rights, and look, all great stuff.
It's
At
all
some point, I feel like I'm gonna know more about Korea than I do the U.S.
There you go. There goes like being an educated fellow.
Maybe read a non-BTS book should that occur.
Look at this guy, I know, right?
How dare you?
Maybe go out and read through it. Nope.
Not a little bit.
You want me to
You know what it's called, Katie? It's called disassociation, and I will not have you take that away from me.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Valid.
There's many things I'm pretending aren't happening right now, including the chaos behind me. It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's okay.
I'm not going to worry about it.
All right.
I'm still at work.
Moving on, because many other things happened this week. Want to once again mention we are coming up for our U.S. viewers. We are coming up on the final dates that you can order stuff from our shop that should arrive by December 24th, if that's something that's important to you. So encourage you to go check out our holiday shop in particular. Every item sold from our holiday shop is going to be $1 donated to UNICEF in January. I think last time I checked, we're somewhere in the $70 to $75 range, which is great. That's, fantastic. And we've just been adding new products. We did replace our greeting card vendor this week because we had some complaints. So go check those out. What else? Oh, and we also added this week, we added a Gwenchana design made by Christina in a couple of different products. And I got to add, I think that's Steph. Yeah, Steph.
Oh, there's Steph.
Steph, you joined as the project. Did you mean to do that?
Oh, I did? Oh, crap. No, I'm coming back out. No, I'm coming back out.
All right.
I'm coming out.
Yeah, we have the
like
Gwenchana design on a couple of products. It's very pretty. It's the
because-
Hangul and then the romanization right underneath it. And also we added this week, we figured out how to do personalized products. So we're testing it out with mugs and like travel tumblers, insulated travel tumblers. So you can get our logo on one side and your name on the other side. So go check those out. And
there she is.
There's Steph.
With her name. Wow.
I'm a real person.
We did want to say, because we've had a few people who had issues with their order. Understandable, it happens. If you have an issue with your order, please go to our website and use the contact form and tell us. And there's also a shop FAQ that has steps to take, like take photos of it and send them in, because we work with printers that have really good policies for this. If there's something wrong with your order, let us fix it. Because what happens if you write a review is that you can't take the review down and we can't take the review down. But if I see a bad review, I'm going to email you to try to fix it anyway. So if we could just circumvent that whole thing, just email us when there's a problem and we'll fix it for you. Majority of cases, if it's like a printing error, which is what most of them were, we can get the product replaced for free. So let us help you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got one right before the live, and I was like, no, because she was like, well, it's a little bit off center. I was like, that is unacceptable. That's not a little bit off center. So we'll get her some new stuff.
Yay.
Awesome.
Okay. So we're starting our news for today. Yeah, today's news day.
Yeah,
So-
after all of that lead in.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to get used to having multiple screens going, and
I
camera
know.
and a screen and a screen and a comment and a not
I got a
comment.
screen.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's too many screens.
A lot
I
of
feel
screens.
I have a ton of screens too. Anyway, so we start with RM, our leader. Are you going to see Namjoon tomorrow? Because I am. If you're not going tomorrow, you have a few days.
Friday.
Yeah,
I'm
Friday.
going Sunday.
Okay, I'm going tomorrow and I'm going Sunday. So, yay. If you don't have tickets, you should go to the website. I've repeated it so many times. I already know it by memories. www.rmrpwp.com. And if you don't have any friends to go with, check our Discord. We have like our local threads where you can actually find a friend in your area to go see the movie with. The third teaser came out, and as usual, Namjoon kind of filled us with his wisdom all over again. Wonderful teaser set to heaven with a lot of like images and I'm sure that a lot of us got emotional watching it and hearing his really nice voice talking to us. And I'm so ready. I can't wait to see it. I promise I won't give any spoilers to anybody when I see it tomorrow. He also posted on his Instagram stories that his album made it into the Rolling Stone list for best albums of 2024 into number 88.
So proud of
So
him.
proud of him.
Well done.
But it didn't get nominated for a Grammy, so
I saw some things that got nominated for like many Grammys, and I was like, it's not that they weren't good, but like, could we not have gotten one nomination?
At least one.
let's just say I saw some things nominated that were not on Rolling Stone's top 100 albums.
It may be best not to bring it up because some of us are still bitter.
I think all of us are still bitter.
I think we are still bitter.
I'm gonna be bitter about that for a while.
Very, very
weird
bitter.
place to be
None
in.
of us are bitter right now.
It's a weird place to be bitter and also not care.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't want it, we don't care, but we're bitter. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can be bitter and also not care.
Yep.
It's fine.
I mean, it's like, 6 less viewers that they're gonna get. So there you go.
You know what? We're just gonna have fun over and on our tannies. Our own award
Exactly.
show. It'll be way better.
Yep.
And this year, all our faces will be there, so we don't have just one person responsible for presentation of the awards.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That should be so much
Wow,
fun.
can you believe last year it was just a couple of us? Was it just Steph? No, it was Steph and me, because I had that.
It was the two of us because we danced alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Kicked the chair.
Yep. With Johnny
Yes.
and yeah.
So
good times.
This year,
See how
the
Johnny's
tannies
doing.
will be bigger and better and have all our faces, and it'll be so much more fun than that other place.
Every
that
time I see
doesn't need to be talked about.
Every time I see solo cups in a store, I'm like, do they have the purple ones?
Do we need to order those now? Do
Yeah,
we need
I'm
to think
literally
ahead?
about to open
we
a
might
tab.
need some purple ones. Yeah.
I'm about to open
It
the
may be
tab.
necessary.
Is it my
Anyway.
turn?
Your turn,
It's your turn.
Steph.
When I was coming up with the agenda for the gin items, I was like, well, good Lord, what did he not do this week? Because,
I know, man. Man is busy.
I mean,
Like
shit,
nonstop.
Jin is a busy man. He's a busy man. Okay, so number one, happy birthday, Jin. It is officially his birthday in the United States, although his birthday has passed in Korea.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Very
birthday,
exciting.
Jen.
Yep, happy birthday, Jen. Our AP 529 birthday compilation for Jim is now live on our YouTube page, so you can go check that out. Sit down, have
It's
a
so
great
cute.
time, relive memories. Kaylee's here. Kaylee's here. Okay, my little roommate. Okay. He left a very nice message on Weverse for his birthday. Since I'm not going to assume why he didn't go live for his birthday, but we think we have ideas, which I think you guys talked about earlier. But he did tell us all to stay warm, which is how they show love. So feed us and then
Are
they
telling
tell
us to eat and stay warm and
Eat,
don't
stay
get sick.
warm,
That's
don't
how
get
they tell
sick.
us that they love us.
eat and stay warm.
Don't get wet in the
that was-
rain.
Yeah. Hobie posted a few videos and some photos to celebrate his brother, and I only
was
got to
awake.
read the Weverse versions of the subtitles, so I don't even know if what I read was correct. But he seemed like he was basically saying, "I'm not going to worry because I have my brother," or something like that. I don't know. What did you guys?
I
see
read
that-
something. It was like
He said
nothing is
his-
more important than my brother or something.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said my
Yes.
brother is more important than worrying.
Than
Yes,
worry,
that's
Which
what it
seems
was.
very
It was basically
pointed,
like
but we
this.
won't
Just
go into
imagine
that
the
further.
fingers.
Yes.
I was
and
awake when that
felt-
stuff was dropping, and I was losing my mind. I was like, Hobie's going into his archives.
Yep.
Hobie's going into his archives.
He went
So-
deep into those archives. We need this
Deep
to happen
into the
more.
archive.
We know that Jimin
Yeah.
is the biggest snitch in the group, like hands down. But we know that Hobie has the most dirt.
Totally.
He has the most
Oh,
blackmail
for
material
sure.
No one will
Totally.
ever
For sure.
cross Jung Kook.
Yeah, Hobie has the
I'm
most
still
dirt.
convinced that he needs to release a series of coffee table books with nothing but all of his photos, and they would sell out, and he'd make a gazillion dollars, and all would be right with the world.
He
So,
could literally
yes.
make an entire coffee table book, like a thick one, for every year.
Every year,
Just
Yes.
a year.
Yes.
per book, we would buy them all. Sure,
Hannah from Hive, if you're watching, I think you should suggest that.
The way I would buy
But those videos,
just
were
videos
peak
of them
two-step
dancing like
shenanigans.
morons.
Well, I was going to say,
I
so
mean-
here's my plan for that. Don't think I didn't lay in bed figuring out a whole plan for this. Okay. So in the book, you also have the little QR codes like they do other books, and you can scan the QR code, and that takes you to the videos,
like
and then
they
you get
did
both.
with their
Brilliant. Like
book,
they did in Behind
There
the
you go.
Story.
Yes,
the other
exactly.
in
one.
the
Just-
recipe book.
Describing it, it's like Elaine from Seinfeld dancing, and then QR code.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to be
We need
I don't want to
this.
be the person that is curating those books, because like just organizing those pictures by
I get
topic
really
could be
distracted a
like,
lot.
yeah.
I mean, for all we know, a whole team has been working on this for the last 6 years, and they're just so distracted along the journey.
They
It's
probably
just
have.
took long.
They probably have. It's probably what's going to show up in the BTS story game or whatever the heck that.
No,
thing's
because
called.
like Hobie doesn't trust anybody else to look at it, so he's been making it himself on Shutterfly when he has time.
Do you think he has folders? Do we think he has folders per member like we all do? Like all in
Probably.
all in fan chant order with OT7 at the bottom? That's what I have
I
mine.
know they have Costco in Korea, so I want to believe he's gonna get it printed at Costco.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he's been making it on
God.
Shutterfly, and they're gonna ship. It's gonna be on a made to based on ordering. You have to.
We have another
people at
Costco
Shutterfly?
brand ambassador.
Does
We
anyone
have
know
another Costco brand ambassador just for the pictures.
Does anyone know Jung Kook? Does anyone know why he's ordering 7,000 pages of photos of these weird people? Some poor person at Shutterfly, like, what is this order?
If we start seeing any hint that he's going to do a Shutterfly commercial, we'll know why.
Exactly. Brand ambassador.
He's so bougie.
Brand
he would
ambassador.
never-
Listen,
Yeah.
Shutterfly, you need to make this happen for us.
He's like, listen, don't ask questions and don't charge me anything, and I'll do ads for you.
Just trust us. Just trust us. We know what you should be doing, okay?
I just need you to set aside
Somebody-
all your printers for the foreseeable future because they're gonna be overloaded.
Somebody tweet Shutterfly
Yeah.
with a suggestion.
No, but he's
Hobie, Hybe's like, why didn't you just get us to do it? And he's like, I wanted it to feel homemade, okay? I wanted them to know that I did it. I needed Army to know that I put this together for them.
I mean, he put that promise CD for Jimin, so
I know,
he
I was just
probably
picturing
has
him
the means.
scrapbooking.
Totally. Oh, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
He has a new gift that we all know about. How he can do voiceovers. So if we scan a QR code, he can hear his voiceovers for each one. That would even be
Like I said, like National Geographic, he just narrates all the videos in his phone.
David Attenborough for BTS.
Brilliant.
well.
Brilliant.
He's got his.
all of these photos into a PowerPoint slideshow presentation and then voice over it and throw it out there as a docuseries. And we would stream. the
Hobie,
shit
if you're
out of that.
listening.
What I want to see.
Let-
Didn't they say he's
Get-
going to be on I
call
Live
us.
Alone soon? So
He's gonna what?
Didn't they say he was going to be on I Live Alone soon? That series? Am I imagining that?
Yes.
Yeah. So what I want to know, does he have a cricket room for scrapbooking?
We'll find out. If he does, we'll know some stuff.
And he's sitting there with
Hobie.
this
So Katie
Like
so
his
desperately
Hobie.
wants to scrapbook. with
Hobie, if
Jimin.
your musical career fails, we have job suggestions for you.
Anyway,
That's Katie's dream hangout with BTS, scrapbooking with Jimin.
actually, look, I was still so mad I couldn't get that freaking craft kit from his stupid whatever, pop up. Steph, I'm sorry your face got stuck here.
That
Oh no.
is
Oh, no. Well,
frozen.
at least it's stuck on her smiling.
Yeah,
Kind
at least
of.
she's smiling.
He is stuck on her looking super freaking cute. So at least
We'll
there's
get her
that.
back.
All right. Well,
Early.
Steph is frozen, so we're going to continue on with her portion, which is that from Jin this week, we got 4 stage cams, 1 behind the scenes video, 2 photos with a puppy, and hold on, what else? 1 holiday remix video, a Diacon birthday video, and a promise of, I believe, a Diacon magazine coming, and
Yeah, he's got a Diacon book coming.
a partridge
Yeah,
in a pear
they
tree.
called it Jicon. They
Yeah,
changed the
Jicon.
day for
Jicon.
Jicon.
How long has he
Diacon.
been waiting to do that?
Because when
Forever.
V did his,
I mean-
it was Vicon. Yeah, so
Well, now
they're
he's
just
claimed it,
milking-
he licked it. So even though there's other people with J names, he's like, sorry.
Nobody else can have Jicon.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he did.
Sorry, I missed it. My internet went down for a
Yeah,
moment.
it's fine.
It's
All
okay.
right.
We were just creating a $5 billion business, and my law.
I know, right?
Yes.
How dare it?
Oh my God, a purple cricket with a little logo on it, with the BTS logo on it. They would sell we are the target market for that.
Suzanne,
cricket's already a thing.
And Kelly,
they make a purple one.
Sit together and craft all the time. We're all about this.
Like a BTS
yeah, like a BTS themed cricket.
So like the machine has the logo and is purple. Oh my God, they would sell out.
That's it. That's it. We are the target market. It's
we can save Hive alone. AP 529 with our ideas
right?
can save Hive as a business.
Yeah.
We're missing out
financially over there. We got plans.
Like Hive,
Let us
hire
cook.
us.
Let us
hire
cook.
us now.
Jimin would be all over. Jimin would be all over that purple cricket.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Running Wild has 13 million views. I'll Be There has 23 million views.
Whoa.
And those are the official music videos. Those are not all the other additional ones. I can't do math. We know that. So I didn't bother to try to add them all together. We got a brand new Run Jin mukbang games is what I called it. And I will say that one of those ladies is the luckiest woman on the planet.
Okay, I haven't seen the episode, but I
haven't seen the whole thing.
Clip. I sure should have seen that clip. And that was glorious.
She got to touch the chesticles, and it was amazing.
It was pretty awesome.
He was mortified. Absolutely.
He was absolutely mortified.
Okay, now we know why he had to put the sandwich board for his hug meetup.
Exactly.
I mean, we knew why, but
yeah, it was glorious. Oh my God, it was so funny. It was the funniest thing. I peed my pants a little watching that. It was so funny. Okay.
Oh, I died.
He's also on a variety show that's out right now on YouTube. Handsome Guys. There's no subtitles yet, but who needs them? You're just looking at his face anyway. He's running around having fun, solving riddles, clues, something.
They do have, you can put the auto subtitles on, and they're not great, but they get you well enough to get out of that episode. So you can turn on auto subtitles for it because they do. So I figured it out. Like the auto subtitles only work if they already have subtitles in whatever the native language is put on.
Oh.
That's why sometimes auto subtitles can be turned on and sometimes they cannot. And so they do have Korean subtitles for the series. So the auto subtitles do work rudimentarily. Mm-hmm. It's good enough to get the job done until they actually put real ones up, but it's glorious.
Okay, awesome.
Glory, hallelujah.
And last but not least, I'm anxiously waiting for the next episode of Jen's Fishing Show and our voiceover with Hobie. It might be my favorite thing in the whole world.
We need so many more of these voiceovers. Ugh.
I know. We did also get the second half of that Spotify episode that he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I haven't watched that yet.
I think that we forgot to mention it last time, but it came out last week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the part where he talks about the difference between going solo and being with the group, or was that the first part?
No, I think he talks about it in the second part. Okay. He talks about songs that make him think of Army or something like that. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
I haven't watched it. Mm-hmm. If I haven't watched it, it's not official news yet, so you can wait till Sunday.
Right.
There you go. We'll mention it on Sunday after we watch it.
It'll be on the Sunday news portion.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
We'll
no, wait, there was something else. No, wait, there was more. Hold on.
I read one of yours when your internet went out.
Oh, I strategically
frozen.
planned that with the partridge in a pear tree.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We didn't know when you were coming back.
That's okay.
But yeah, we it's fine.
The
I'm
show
sorry.
I'm sure it was done beautifully.
Also, please rewatch this for the record. It was around 30 minutes in. The picture that your face got stuck on was really great.
It was really awesome.
No, it was actually
not that bad, but it was.
Yeah, you didn't look bad. You actually looked good.
But it was.
I do miss the filters that TikTok provides, though. I miss my light foundation.
Okay.
Okay, done.
On to our man Yoongi, SUGA, who is quiet. I get the quiet ones every week. We miss him.
It's fitting.
We all miss him. He is still the most streamed Korean rapper in Spotify history, so we're always going to report on that. And Haegum has surpassed 430 million streams on Spotify.
crazy.
Wow.
Which, considering how old it is pretty incredible. Like, it's not that old compared to some of his other songs. So
I want to sit down like this and be like, "Dear Yoongi, be thankful that you are as popular as you are, so we still have things to talk about."
seriously.
Love, AP529.
I would like to point out that according to my Spotify Wrapped, I streamed Min Yoongi for 24 hours straight on his birthday.
Woohoo!
Apparently, I was in my Yoongi feels.
In your feels, yeah, we were all in our fields.
My most streamed day was 1,440 minutes on March 9th. And I'm like, that's the whole
What do you
day.
know?
What do you know?
Well, I must say that from those 430 million streams, a lot were mine because it was the fourth song in my Spotify
Yeah,
Wrapped.
I had most of mine was Yoongi.
Yeah.
I just started using Spotify this year, so my results are a bit skewed. I just started using it like a few months ago. I was using something
My
else
Wrap
before.
said that my heaviest day of listening to Spotify was September 16th, was the day we drove back from Kansas City, and I was so sick. So I guess we just listened to it the whole. She probably listened to it the whole because we couldn't talk because I was passed out. So
I know, poor thing.
Poor Kelly.
Poor thing. Next.
Jehovah! All right. So we talked about it a little bit in the Jin section. Jung Kook took to Weavers and Instagram to go hog wild in the bowels and the depths of his archives for Jin's birthday. He gave us cute videos in cars, dancing
Hilarious.
Logo. He gave us Jin dancing like a crazy person in the studio and almost
So
running stuff. He gave us pictures where he was basically like, it's not possible to take a bad picture of this guy because, like, I'm not even a great photographer, but look at him. Look at him.
Look at him.
Yep.
He went to Instagram with some old throwbacks to 2018 on his stories. It's been wild times out here waking up to Jung Kook in his Instagram and Weavers era for Jin's birthday. It was quite a delight. Pretty soon, guys, we get to see the inside of Jung Kook's house. Because he is going to be on an episode of I Live Alone. We get to see him home alone.
Which, if you're not familiar with that program, it's basically like they follow, like a celebrity like invites a camera crew. It's sort of like MTV Cribs, but
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous for single people.
But it's better because it literally follows them for like a whole, like they're with them for like a whole day. So you kind of really see, or even multiple days. So you see what they actually do. It's like they don't just show you their house. They like show you what they do.
They're like, look how lonely I am. Look, I need a significant other.
He can't, he's going to show us the crafting room.
He is.
I hope he does. Really he does.
Yeah. And then they have a panel. They have a panel of people who are watching, usually including some other celebrities. They're watching and they're commenting on the person's house. And so like the celebrity is there with the panel and they're asking questions about the house and they're making comments and things like that. So it's very much kind of a sort of interactive experience.
Yes, you basically get to watch them live alone for 24 hours or however long. And then you get to watch them and a bunch of other famous people talk about how they lived alone during that time. The
snacks they ate, where they placed their furniture.
They'll ask them all these crazy questions that we all want to know, like where did you get that piece of art, and where did you get that piece of furniture, and why did you decorate this way?
He's gonna be like, because Namjoon made me do it. Namjoon made me get this. He picked the art. He liked that builder.
Yeah. Doc and I have a very secret, not so secret hope that one of the panelists will be Key from Shiny, because he's been on that show for a long time. And
he's still an active, he's still listed as an active member of the panel.
He's hilarious.
We need the sassiness of Jung Kook and Key sitting in the same room talking about J-Hope's house.
Even if you guys don't care, keep your fingers crossed for us.
Help us manifest it, guys.
But we don't have a date for that yet, right?
No.
The airing date, not yet.
No, yet.
No. It's gonna
We
be
just
great.
know that it's an official thing that's being done.
Awesome.
Okay.
Jimin.
Once again,
Next.
I get all the quiet ones. But I do have a story. I do have a story about
Ooh.
this one.
Oh.
So
This came today.
Oh.
I was just showing him. He came today.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow.
dangerous.
Wow.
I tried to film a reaction to looking twice and it didn't happen. So I was like, fuck it. It's not meant to be. But here he is.
it's a beautiful.
Dear
moment.
Lord.
Jimin is the first K-pop solo artist to enter the year-end Top Tracks USA chart from Spotify Wrapped in history. He reached number 46 with Who, which
That's
is the
amazing.
song we've talked about for weeks because it's done so well with the locals, as we call them, the Muggles, particularly in the American market, which is great. And my story here is that when I did my Spotify Wrap, Who was my top song of the year because my 3-year-old asked for it. She called it marching band. Sorry, Smarter Garden Marching Band was my top song. Because she would ask for marching band over and over and over again.
They made it in my top. They're number 2 and 3 are my Who and Smeralda Garden Marching Band.
Yes.
On my top.
And apparently somebody put together some statistics and said that the top track in Atlanta, which is where I live, was Who. And somebody sent me a screenshot and was like, "This you?"
Yes, it was me by myself.
This you, Katie?
Yes.
You know they can dial in and they're like, somebody on Pine Avenue has listened to this song 7,423 times. She does not live on Pine Avenue, by the way. I made that
fine.
up, okay?
That's
Totally
fine.
made up the
Don't try to find her.
Yeah, please don't.
No.
Yeah, that's it. It was me. I'm not sorry for my fault.
My top song was really surprising to me. It's Friends.
I like
That's
Friends.
not surprising.
That was a lot of
the
people's
new
top
one.
song. I saw a
Right,
lot of
okay.
people posting in our server today that was their top song.
Yep.
My top song was Neuron. That
Nice.
also did not surprise me.
And the
Mine.
second one is I Wonder. So
I was gonna say, like, I love Neuron, but it wasn't my favorite song on the album. So
I played I Wonder a lot more.
Yeah.
I think I Wonder is my number 5 on my top
But
5.
that's still another album that I play all the way through.
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. There's no bad songs.
yeah.
Like the only times I listen to them out of order is when I'm on streaming playlists and then they pop. Otherwise I listen to albums in order.
Got 2 for Nuts. I think Groin was up there for me as well.
I'm having to look.
I mean,
back
it was
here.
lost.
Oh, mine was Fake Love.
You know, I
Are
saw
you
somebody
okay,
else. I saw somebody else say that Fake Love was in their top 5, and they were like, "I don't remember listening to it that often, but okay."
I mean, I listened to a playlist, but
Fake
my
Love is
first one
on
was
a
Fake Love
lot.
and then Seesaw,
I
which
think
makes
it's a
sense.
playlist thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fake
I don't
Love is
know.
on a lot of the streaming playlists.
Seesaw was in mine last year, but not this year. Hagen
Yeah.
wasn't in mine this year.
What's not fair is the way that they do it is like it said, oh, you spent this many minutes listening to BTS, but all the members are separated out for their solo stuff. So in all actuality, 100% of my time was BTS or the members, but it doesn't get counted that way.
I know. I was like, my top 5 are BTS, and then it's like J-Hope,
Yeah.
Jimin, RM,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agassi. I'm like, okay.
I didn't listen to one other artist all year.
Hold on, I had one
I
other
know.
artist in there. What was it? Oh, Bluey. The Bluey album, Dance Mode. This was number
I mean,
3.
that subtracts. That's valid.
Yeah.
My only other artist guess is Epic High.
Yeah. Not surprising.
Apparently, in October, my my most listened to genre of music was dramatic soundtracks, mostly Hans Zimmer. And that's because at work, when we're trying to focus, we use my Spotify in our office to run soundtracks to as many nerdy movies as we know. So apparently we were really in need of focus in the month of October because
The Gladiator soundtrack is great for that, by the way.
It is. That one
BTS,
is excellent.
J-Hope, RM, Jimin, Bluey.
Bluey.
I think I
just
did get some IU
redid
in there.
mine.
And the IU was only because she has a song with SUGA in it. That's the
My
only song I have.
Spotify Wrapped is running right now. It's calculating because I was only looking at it on the web before. I forgot about the app. It's calculating right now.
I need to go exclude that from
wow.
my stats.
I listened for 26,103 minutes.
Get it,
Those
girl.
are rookie numbers.
I'm waiting. July
We're
was my
committed
biggest
bitches.
month.
What can I say?
I know.
Yeah.
It's taking its sweet ass fucking time.
Right.
But friends, speaking of friends, we can move on to Taehyung.
Nice transition.
I was right. You guys will not believe what my my top song was, though. You won't believe what my top song was.
Can't possibly guess.
Can't possibly.
It is
Slow dancing.
the Cathedral Singers with Ave Memorial Chant, because I listened to monks Gregorian chanting when I sleep.
Oh my god!
Ave Verum Corpus.
Hilarious.
Ave Verum
That doesn't surprise me about you. I don't know what that.
That's her sleep music. Like her white noise. Okay, but what's your number two when you're awake? You're awake top song.
That reminds me, you guys, I have to tell this story real fast, and I hope this person never sees this. Literally just yesterday, a dude from my work comes into my office, and he's like, "I really like your office. I mean, I love your passion for for musicians." And I was like, "Yes, absolutely, passion for musicians. I love music." And he was like, "I have a favorite too." And I said, "Really? Who's your favorite?" And he named it. I don't know who it was. And I was like, "Okay, so what kind of?" He's from Sweden. And I was like, "Great, that's awesome. What kind of music does he do?" And he goes, "Well, he's a satanic poet." And I was like,
What?
"Okay, that's awesome." Like, in other news,
He's a satanic poet.
I was like, Jimin, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was just like,
Do you know BTS?
Have you met a literal angel on Earth named Park Jimin?
Exactly. Deepak Jimin would actually melt away right now.
Lisa, there's an important question over here asking you if the monks ever rap.
Okay, sorry.
So BTS did make my top 5, everyone. Don't worry.
Gregorian chants prod sugar.
What is number 2? What is number 2? She's going to give us number 2.
It's the Cathedral Singers.
Sharice, I don't think he needs a hug. I think he needs garlic.
Yeah, it's a lot of Latin, guys. It's a lot of Latin, okay?
Listen, if the sound of a box fan made it on my Spotify Wrapped, it would win all.
But like I said, I've only had Spotify for like a few months. So I've only had it for like 6 months. So next year will be much different. Let's move on to Kim Taehyung.
I mean, that's valid. That makes sense why your listening hours are only like 2,500 or 25,000 minutes.
Yeah. So everyone, the ups and downs continue. The ups and downs continue. We had a good laugh, but we have to have a sobering moment.
Yep. Bring us all back down.
We can't not talk about our dear Yantan. Yeah, Monday was rough. Monday was rough, y'all.
Yep.
Waking up and hearing that news. And I'm really grateful that we had each other, like for real. And I know it sounds kind of silly for me to even say it, but hear me out. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way, because it's not like just some random dog that we never saw. You know, it is a dog that we saw from a puppy grow all the way up, and with BTS and with Taehyung, and we saw how much he loved that dog. He based his entire album around that dog. The song that is coming out in 2 days has his dog all over it. And BTS loved that dog too. God, I'm not going to get emotional again. It made me think about my dog that I lost 2 years ago too, which is probably the main reason why I was a mess all day on Monday, in and out. But like, you know, I was just glad that we were all there and we could all talk about our feels. And there was a lot of really moving pictures and videos and tributes that got shared, and everybody. The greatest part was what Taeyoung put on his Instagram, the message that when he told us, and it was really, really special because it wasn't just like oh, by the way, I have to tell you this. It was like he really thought about it because he knew how much Yeontan meant to us, and he wanted us to know that he knew that, and it meant a lot to him. So that was really, really sweet. And when he talked about him being like with the stars and everything, I was like, this is so Taeyoung.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, this is so Taeyoung. But it was really sweet, and he shared so many beautiful pictures and videos, and it was very nice. And I'm sure he has enjoyed seeing all the love that ARMY has outpoured and all the tributes and all of that. So thank you everyone who did that and sent him we sent him fan letters on Weverse, and we will never forget that little ball of fluff.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of the LP. His little face is in the middle of the LP.
His little face. I know. I've got him on this little bag right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. We will never forget. And so that was a not so great start of our week.
Yeah.
But he does have a lot of really great things going on right now. And he talked about those too. He talked about Winter Ahead coming out and how much that meant to him and how he really enjoyed it and all of that. So, like I said, ups and downs. So the Winter Ahead MV, the main one, the cinematic one, the fuck with your mind one, is at 9.2 million views so far.
Wow.
You guys, which is pretty good, but we could do better. And then the second MV, which is the one with him and Park Hyo-shin at the table, is at 1.9 million views. So also pretty good, but especially for a secondary MV, I don't have Spotify numbers, but we will next time. The second MV shoot sketch is out. It actually released on Monday, and I watched it right before I found out about Yeontan, and it made me really happy, and then I got really sad.
Yeah.
But it was so cute because it was, him and Park Hyo-shin, they were filming and they were like laughing and they were like, ah. And, like Park Hyo-shin was kind of like ribbing on Taeyoung because Taeyoung, like, he ate that steak.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He's like, this is not just a prop for me. This is like,
I am eating the steak.
Don't put food in front of me and think I'm not going to eat it.
Steak.
Yep.
He ate that.
The director's like, shit, sweet cop, stop touching the food.
He's he's probably thinking, if I eat the entire steak in like the first steak, then they will give me another one.
They have to bring me another steak.
Yeah.
Totally.
That way I have fresh steak for my takes, and I can eat 3 steaks or however many times we do this.
Yep.
Exactly.
So it was really fun to watch that and watch them interact because they are friends. And so that was really nice. And at the end, the best part was at the end because the staff, it was literally just a couple of weeks before he enlisted, which we could tell from his haircut. But it was literally just a couple of weeks. And he said, I think this is the last thing on my schedule. This is the last official thing on my schedule. And the staff surprised him with a birthday cake. And they said, because you're going to be enlisted on your birthday. And it was him dressed in his little Special Forces uniform.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you even put the uniform on him. I was like, so cute. It was so cute. And they wrote him really nice letters and they gave him the letters and he was so pleased. It was Tata Mike face all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, Ribbon's right. He said it was D-5 days out from leaving.
Yeah, it was really close. It was, yeah.
Do you think it's the same that shoot is the same day that Sojun went with the guy from like Jeannie's Kitchen to bring him a cake as well because he was in the shoot that day?
Probably.
His hair didn't look like that day though, did it? I thought
Yeah,
he
it
had
did.
normal hair.
I
then.
think he had the same haircut.
Oh, did he?
No,
No?
it was right before he left.
Yeah.
It was right before he left. In which case, he got like 2 birthday cakes in the same day, if that's
I
true.
need a timeline. We need a timeline. I'm not joking. Like
We
he
need
did
a
this on this day,
timeline.
this on this day, this on this day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Ribbon
yeah,
will
that
know.
was.
Ribbon knows everything.
Don't.
Oh,
inflate her
Ribbon
ego
knows.
more.
Ribbon just said his hair was longer in the June thing.
Oh,
So
thank you.
she's right.
Ribbon
I got one
does
right.
know.
You got it right.
I told
She
you
knows
would know. She
everything.
knows everything.
Yeah. So yeah, it was
mean-
really fun. It was really great to see. It was really lovely to see the staff do that for him. You know, they love them. They love them all. And so that was really nice. Tons of behind the scenes photos have been dropping on Weverse from all of the shoots. They've been very nice, very lovely. I think most of them have been army photos, membership photos, but I don't know, lots of good stuff. So yeah, that's for Taeyang. If you haven't dropped him like a little line about, you know, if you feel so inclined to drop him a fan letter or something on Weverse about Yeontan, he did say he wasn't going to be able to get on his Instagram for a while. He wasn't specific as to why, but he did say very pointedly that he was not going to be able to log onto Instagram for a while. So Weverse is the best way to get him to see something if you have a message for him. And of course, his birthday is coming up at the end of the month too.
Yep.
Moving on to our Jungkookie,
Jungkookie.
our little maknae.
Jung Kook.
I think we might have mentioned this before, but just as a reminder, he did win Best Male Solo Artist at the Mnet Awards recently. Go Jungkookie. We're very proud of him. And Best Male Solo Dance, I think, dance performance with Standing Next to You. He's still the first and only K-pop soloist to surpass 3.5 billion streams on Spotify in 2024. So,
Damn.
he was probably
1
on a lot.
billion
He was
of
on a
those
lot
are
of
us.
people's Wrapped. He was on a
Yep.
lot of people's Wrapped today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I got to see his face on my Wrapped. He talked to me in the video.
Yeah. Was it cute?
It was cute.
Of course.
So I Am Still, the original, dropped on Disney Plus. That is the really big news for our Jungkookie, and with all of its extra footage. And I haven't watched it yet, but I have seen pictures.
Have
and
you
clips.
seen the picture of the moment?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We've all seen
Sean
it.
was watching that with me, and Sean, okay, literally, he's sitting to my right. We were just watching it before Kaylee got here, and I came upstairs. And that moment comes on, the shirtless moment, and Sean turns to me, and I go, "That wasn't in the movie. I swear that wasn't in the movie." I was like, I had no idea it was coming.
He's like, "Is this why you went and watched the movie so many
But is
times?"
it
Yeah,
like,
that's what he was.
I'm innocent.
but is it like raised eyebrows or is it like the Hosok like
Yeah, the wiggle.
is it the wiggle?
Hey.
No, it wasn't the wiggle. It was the.
I swear I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I'm
It wasn't a
innocent.
side eye. It was a side, more like a side eye.
It was,
It was a
yeah,
side eye,
the
for sure.
number of times that photo made its way into my eyeballs yesterday, just from various sources. Yeah, I'm well acquainted.
Give form.
We
with
all
the
are
Jung
very
cookies.
close up acquainted to his chest now. Yes.
with the Jung cookies, if you will.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
topographical
and
map.
there are tons of clips, and he continues to trigger my cuteness aggression all the time.
All the
When
time.
he's getting his hair, he's got that Hello Kitty clip in his hair, and he's like, I just really think I did some groundbreaking things, but this little Hello Kitty clip.
This is what I'm talking about.
I haven't watched yet. I'm leaving it for the end of the month.
There's the clip of him, for some reason, he's doing like a Mission Impossible where he's like tumbling down a hall.
Okay. Yeah.
No one, literally no one asked him. No one is engaging with him, and yet on his own, he's just Charlie's angeling it outdoors and into the car. He tumbles into the car.
Oh my
Mr.
God, I
Standing
died.
next to him, just like
Him doing that whole like dun, dun, down the hallway, and it's like, oh, you're so cute. But the way he just like did the flip into the car, I was like, this is too much. I can't.
This is too much. This is too much.
I snort laughed at my desk Well, I was watching it during a little break I had, and I snort laughed at that moment. I was just like, "That's too
I
much."
quite enjoyed the little snippet that we got from the Standing Next to You Usher video too, where he was talking to the dancers and he was saying, "I have to leave for the military soon." And this was all in English, by the way. He's like, "I leave for the military soon." And I think it was Brian Puss Puss that was talking to him. And he was like, "Oh, when?" And he's like, 2 weeks on the 12th. And they're like, "Oh, 2 weeks." And Brian's like, "Oh, are you sad?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Are you happy?" And he goes, "No."
No.
That one was good too. And so somebody was like, "Well, this is a new meme unlocked."
I was like, that's the realest just reaction you could possibly get.
Like, are you sad? No. Are you happy? No.
No, not either.
Not even a little bit, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But we're fine. We're moving along.
I'm not sad, but I sure as shit ain't happy. So
Yeah.
I love.
So yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, do
you
take a go and watch it on Disney
I
Plus.
lost them.
3 episodes.
My face is frozen.
Yeah.
I'm
And
frozen too.
that's our news. We don't really have anything OT7 right now. Other than that, they're great and we love them.
And they hit a whole bunch of
We
people.
love
Spotify Wrapped #1.
They're on a whole bunch of people's Spotify Wrapped,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
including mine. They made it in amongst the monks.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they're on it. Like
Man.
they're somewhere in a whole fuck ton of people's Spotify Wrapped top.
You watch them on those robes and fake love, and you just decided to take it very literally.
Yeah, you know
Turn them
what?
into monks.
See, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Makes
Look
total
at that.
sense.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's the answer. That's the answer we were looking for.
Katie, did you want to talk about?
I
Nope,
do.
Never mind.
I was
Oh wait,
frozen.
go for it.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We got you now.
All right. We're going. Go. Great. Moving along. Oh, yeah. So I may not be able to do this. Quince, you may have to start yours.
Oh, you're frozen?
Yeah.
He's freezing.
Okay, hold please. So we mentioned our Discord. We have, if you haven't joined us in our Discord yet, please do so. You can find it on our website, ap529.com/links. We have watch parties all the time. We just had one for Winter Ahead last week. I think we might do a listening party for White Christmas. I don't anticipate there being a video of any kind, but I'm not really sure. But I think we might do a listening party. It's going to be tomorrow night at midnight, if I'm remembering correctly. And we have our weekly content watch party tomorrow night anyway. So we do that every week at 8:30 Eastern time, where we go over the contents of the blog for that week. And we have lots of other watch parties too. We've been watching Ginny's Kitchen on Mondays. We do random things on Fridays.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
We're doing like the last episode of Yoon's Kitchen, which is like the first seasons of Ginny's Kitchen. We're doing it next Monday. And after that, we will start watching the Mexico season with V. Just saying that. So not next Monday, the following Monday, we're watching the season with V. Just saying it. If anybody wants
Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. Yeah. Fridays, we watch various things. Patricia and Shells have been doing movie nights lately. We've watched Parasite and Snowpiercer. So whatever kind of strikes our fancy, or if something comes out and we want to watch it, we'll do it on Fridays. But we do that, and then we have European watch parties during the day for us, at night for them. They do a weekly content watch party too. So we have a lot of fun. We come and hang out with us in our Discord. We're almost at 1,700 people in our Discord. Can you believe that?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Who would have thunk it?
Crazy. Who'd have
Not
thunk?
me.
Right before our first anniversary.
I know. We were just
We need to
talking
figure out
about
what
that
we're
last
gonna do.
night.
Hey, give us suggestions, everybody, in the Discord, what we should do for our 1-year anniversary.
Yes, because it's coming up on the 1st.
Yep.
And we will be live.
We will be live
That's
that night.
We
a
will be
Wednesday.
live on
It's a
January
Wednesday.
1st.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna, and if you give us suggestions and you don't make it weird, we might even do it like SUGA on his lives. If you ask us for something, we might do it.
which is a good thing to remind people. Christmas falls on a Wednesday this year, so we canceled that live for everyone who celebrates, because we figured, a lot of people will be with their families, so we won't be live on that Wednesday. And I think that's the only one that we canceled thus far for coming foreseeable future.
Yep.
So it is. So we have our weekly content watch party tomorrow. The blog this week was our first week of Ginsember.
Go Jin!
Ginsember. And he showed up and he did a whole bunch of stuff for his first week. So he's playing right along. He's playing our game with us.
Doing his part.
This week is called I Want to Dream More. And it is early days with Jin going all the way up until 2017, somewhere in there. 2017, going all the way up to 2017.
2011 to 2017.
2011 to 2017 with Jin.
Pre-baby Jin up in there.
Yeah. So we got to learn a lot of things about Jin before BTS, in BTS's early days, kind of, discover the beginning of their journey with him and through his eyes, and some of the things that really just make Jin. And it's really cool. I think the watch party is going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, so please come and hang out with us if you're able to. And then I guess I will say Christina's too, since we're still waiting to see if Katie can rejoin us. So we do, just a reminder, somebody mentioned this at the beginning of the live, about voting, for the Billboard thing. So this is a reminder, for everybody that we have an open vote right now going on for the Billboard Awards. And that is top fan army, not fan army, but basically like they say fan army. We just happen to also be named Army.
Right.
And it's become quite a heated contest.
The knockdown drag out.
Which I kind of love. I am not going to lie.
It is nice having an actual competition going.
Competition, right? And it is also very gratifying to see other people show up for their groups.
Yes. Even if it is out of anger, that works too.
I mean, we would prefer it to be out of love
for their
than
group.
anger.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing to try. She said it's glitching or something like that.
Do her messages show up for everybody or just us?
The ones in here just us.
Oh, okay.
The ones on YouTube for everybody.
Okay. Are you going to be able to get back in, Katie, and do your thing?
Well, it wouldn't have been us if it wasn't a shit show at some point.
You know what the most fascinating thing about this whole situationship is that the program is glitching right now, and it's not letting Katie like turn her camera on and like be involved right now. But Katie is the one hosting our live stream,
right?
Yes. Which is really hilarious.
Yep.
So like,
also,
at any moment in time, we could be done because the glitch is happening with the one running the live stream right now. So,
Katie, do you want to drop the info that you wanted us to read out, or if it's the thing that we had in our chat earlier today, maybe Stefne can read it out if you want to point out what exactly it is that you want us to say.
What am I doing?
I will finish talking about the voting while we're doing that. So yeah, it's been great. I think it's great to have healthy competition. And so if you haven't already gone to vote for the best fan army, you can go, you can find the links to vote in our streaming voting, charting voting, I can never remember the order, channel in our Discord. Tons of info. Everybody is really super helpful there. I think we also even have the link in our general chat. So you can find ways to vote, and you can vote from different browsers, from different devices. So you can vote multiple times a day. Mm-hmm. And there's also like another category we can vote in for best concert, I think, or tour. And I think everybody's been voting for Coldplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
go
find
and
it
vote. Go and
fascinating
vote.
that the Coldplay numbers are very close to the Army numbers.
So you can tell who's,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Katie did want me to
vote.
say that if you want to support the project, you can support us on Patreon or purchase items through the merch, our shop, ap529.com/shop, and all of the proceeds go to help the project.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would tell you the Patreon name, but I don't know it. I'm assuming it's Army Project 529.
And as a fun reminder, if you do purchase anything through the holiday shop up until the end of the year, we are donating $1 for every item sold to UNICEF. So if you want to help us donate to UNICEF, anything purchased from the holiday shop inside of the ap529.com/shop area will proceeds of a portion of them will be donated to UNICEF. So
Awesome.
yay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So that is it
Okay,
from us,
ladies.
guys.
Yeah.
Sunday night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, over on TikTok, the Tickety Talkety.
And
Talkies.
yeah, Quince will be watching.
Let's hope that the rest of this week is a little quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, we will have
Not
white.
even.
We will have White Christmas on Friday. Don't forget, guys.
Okay.
And if you guys haven't visited that little website that's doing the 12 days of Christmas countdown, it's super cute. You should.
It's really cute.
Yeah. So we look forward to that. A little piece of nice holiday fun.
Yep.
And then we'll be talking. I'm sure we'll be talking Namjoon.
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 Go have a great time. Kaylee said she's going with us to the movie, so she's never seen anything basically BTS. This is going to be her first.
Wow.
What a way
You're
to
in
start,
for a
man.
good
I have a
one.
feeling this documentary is
You know
going to be
what
amazing.
happened last time? Somebody stayed with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You
Look
convert
who's
that.
Saying.
You're good at
She's going to walk out with a
converting
bias. She's going to walk out with a bias.
She will.
Good luck.
May the odds be ever in your favor, my friend.
Good luck. You have
Like
no
the
way
girl
out.
shoved Jen today. I'm going to shove her into the rabbit hole and be like, there you go.
There you go.
He's gonna be walking out of that movie theater going, "I volunteers tribute."
Yeah. So is Katie going to be able to end this live?
I don't know.
We're just here all night.
She's gonna turn us off.
You
She's
said
gonna
yes,
be like,
okay.
I want to go to bed. Bye.
All right.
It's a
Thank you
marathon.
guys for coming and hanging out with us. We love you as always. Bora, hey, we'll
Bye.
see you
Good
next time.
night.
Katie, you can end the live now whenever you